Still more awesome finds from this incredible yard. Welcome to Finding America. It's really nice to see you here. Well, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you, and I hope this season brings you much cheer. Now, to do my small part, this episode and each one following up to Christmas are going to be a bit Christmas themed. It's my favorite time of year, and I think a lot of us could use as much Christmas cheer as we can get. Well, for this first part, I got out last Friday for about an hour of metal detecting before the rain started pouring down. Now, I was at an old house lot that I've hunted quite a bit in the past, but I decided I'd go ahead and throw my 6-inch coil on my minelab Equinox 800 that I got from our friends at Calico. And as soon as I started swinging, I found some pretty cool things that I really wanted to share with you. Well, I'm just out for a couple hours. It's a Friday afternoon. I just thought, I just felt like getting out and digging some holes. Now, this lot right here had an old turn-of-the-century home as well. Sort of a Victorian Edwardian era home. And I've hunted it off and on, but we got a bunch of rain, and I thought, I'm just going to poke around with the small coil field too. And I found something. Gave me a 20, sometimes high tone 21, and I pulled it out, and it was a nice weedy. And this one's going to be a 1950 with the Denver mint mark. So happy to have that, and I'm going to keep on crawling through here with that small coil going really slow. Well, check that out. That is the remains of a Hot Wheels 1968 of a 36 Ford. It's definitely seen better days. I had to pull it out in pieces, but I like the look of it. Kind of a extreme rat rod, but it's got the old Hot Wheels logo. Would have been a redline car with the redline tires, so pretty cool. I wish I'd have been in much better shape. That was a good looking car. Just working real slow along the slot, and got a 1920 signal. I dug down and check this out. Now, you might think washer. I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking I might have a trade stimulator token. Gonna have to work on it a little bit to get it cleaned up, but that might be what this is, so I'll be right back after I give it a clean up. We'll see what it is. Well, I'll tell you what, this is one of the ones that's really hard to find. One of the winning tokens. Normally it'll say, not a winner, but this one says good for one package of mints, I think with purchase, but hopefully you can see that there. But that is awesome. And it's going to be 1910 into the 30s, but just a great piece. And these were a token used in trade stimulator machines. It looked like a little slot machine. They used to have them near the entrance of the store, and people would feed a penny in and see if they got lucky and won something. So that is just awesome. So happy to have this one. Very hard to find, and yeah, just great piece. Well, another nice signal was giving me a really kind of choppy high tone, 28, 29. Dug down and look what popped out. I thought it was going to be like an engine valve, but I quickly realized it's a perfect Model T valve stem for the old wood spoke wheels. Yep, very cool. It's where you put your air in for the balloon tires. Very nice. And that's going to be like 1908 to 1927, 28. So nice early piece. Well, just keep on going down the row. Got a 15 dug down, and you car guys probably recognize this. It's an old rocker arm to an engine. So yeah, that's definitely an oldie. Looks like it's split there. Someone really messed up their engine with this one. Well, the next one was giving me a 12, and I dug down, and it was some old iron, but it's actually the remains of an old shovel head. A little small one, might have been for ashes in a fireplace, or hard to say exactly, but that's a neat little one. Well, it looked like every single day after that was going to be rainy, but then I got one small window in the weather open up, and it looked like Sunday was going to be our one shot to be able to go out and do some metal detecting and hopefully make a video for this week. So we only had about 6 hours on Sunday to metal detect, so Chris and I headed over to that amazing yard to see if it still had something to give us, and it did. Well, Chris found something.
First hole here.
I'll be darned.
Little tiny
a little ring, huh?
Yeah. Big money symbol.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
There you go. Well, hopefully that's a sign of things to come.
Yeah.
Big money. My first signal got a nice 13. It was 6 inches down, and I got looks to be a fired pistol ball. Well, I was getting a high tone 26, and you might remember Chris suggested chop shop at this place. And he might have something, because I have another vehicle data plate that was folded up, and of course this one had been painted over. I don't know, I'm going to see if I can be able to read anything, see what kind of car it was, but definitely an oldie, probably another 60s, 70s. Well, Chris is close by, so I said, hey, film this, because I was getting a 12 to 14 dug down. I popped out
Something circular.
Yeah, circular and nickel sized. And it just, I don't know. Oh, I think it is. I think I got another V-nickel. Can you believe it? Holy cow.
Yeah, it looks like stars maybe coming through.
Yeah. It's just a quick, oh, heck yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
That's awesome,
Cool.
man. Good Lord. What is that? That's 5 now.
Quite a few, man.
5 V-nickels. And this is in the backyard where we got 2 Indians and a silver dime last.
And Barbara quarter.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh, she's going to clean up nice.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I think this is going to be 18. We'll see. Don't make me a liar. Oh my gosh, it's 1912.
Really?
Can you believe it?
Holy moly.
Now you might recall my very first old coin was 1912, and I found another 1912, and that was the first one I'd found in 43 years since.
That
and
was
now
up here, wasn't it?
in the front yard.
Yeah.
And now I got another one. Holy.
At least that one doesn't have the film on it.
Let's see, because I want to do this. I'll tell you what, we're going to come right back, because I'm going to check it for a mint mark, see if it's a semi-key. Well, I don't think it's a mint mark coin, which is a shame. Actually, 1912 is the only year that they put mint marks on the V-nickels. So, and the Denver and San Francisco are semi-keys, and San Francisco is actually a key date. But very cool. I'll clean up a little more when I get home, but I am thrilled to have my third 1912 V nickel finally. This one was giving me a 12 signal, but it was not a nickel. It kind of gave me a start when I saw it because it was kind of shiny. But once I saw it, I knew what I had. And you might recognize this. It's real thin, but this actually went over the screw mounting hole on an inside door window regulator handle on a late 60s car. And these were just adhesive backed, and they would stick them over to hide the screw that held the handle onto it. So pretty cool, and yeah, it's a vintage piece. Well, dug up a 14 signal in the middle of all these garbage signals I've been digging. And I'm like, oh well, dig this one up. And I'm glad I did. I got it cleaned up a little bit, but check that out. That is a very cool suspender buckle. Look at that,
yeah.
Kind of a woven pattern with this.
Yeah, a little offset diamond or something.
Yeah, it's really cool. So, nice piece right there. And yeah, it's going to probably be around the 20s. Happy with that, definitely.
Cool.
Well, this one was giving me a 24, and I got one of these. We've found a few of these here. It's we just call them the S buttons because it looks like an S, but they're pretty cool. I don't know. I think we found 4 or 5 of these, and so there's one more for the collection. Chris is hunting in front of me here.
Pocket knife.
That's a pretty nice one, actually.
Yeah, it's got some good scales on it.
Yeah.
Dropped it broken.
Yeah.
Dropped it open.
Yeah, and broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's got the bone handles on it. That's a pretty old one, actually.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like that. Well, I got something good in this hole. Just chasing any tone I get, and this one was a low tone. And ringing up at a solid 12, 8 inches down. It was down there pretty good. I threw it up onto my drop cloth, and check it out. Old nickel. And honestly, I think I can see the buffalo from here. I haven't even touched it yet. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a pretty one. Look at the hair. Ooh. Love digging buffaloes. Oh, I love digging old nickels, period. Heck yeah. Indian's coming through just fine. And might have a date on it. That would definitely be nice. A little hard to tell. Well, let me get it cleaned up, and if there's something to see, I'll be right back, or otherwise I'll clean it up when I get back home. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to make it out, but with my magnifying loupe, I was able to see that this is a 1918, which, yeah, Chris is like, it fits right into this place. Most of the coinage we find is around World War I era, turn of the century, so definitely happy to have that. I see Chris heard about something I found the other day, and he's feeling left out, so he came right out here and found one.
Not nearly as nice.
Oh, well, it counts.
I think that's a valve stem for maybe an old car or something.
Yeah, it's a, it's still got the needle on top.
Yeah, that's real,
Yeah. Well, there you go. Another early valve stem. Ah.
Pretty cool. Mine's got the flat sides though.
Yeah, yeah, well.
Must be Chevy.
Well, this one was a nice little surprise. I was getting a 17, 18 signal. Pretty deep, about 7 inches, maybe 8. And I was just clearing the dirt out of my hole when I saw it flop out. I think I've got a very cool Tootsie. Look at this. I don't think I found this one before. It's like a hot rod pickup truck with this short little bed on it. How cool is that? It's got all the wheels and tires too. So let me get it brushed up just a little bit. I don't want to clean too much out here. Try to save those wheels and tires, but that is an awesome little find, and it's one that I haven't found before, so that just makes it 10 times better. Well, there she is. Is that not the coolest little thing? Chris came over and saw it. He was like, oh boy.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, that is so cool. Yeah, it's got the hood panels off, so it's running that flat head. That's just awesome. I love it, I really do.
Yeah.
Very cool. I'll get it cleaned up more when I get home, but it looks like it's orange or red. Wow, I've never seen that one before.
Small bed.
Well, Chris got a little something. I was nearby, so I thought I'd come over and see it.
I thought it was going to be an Indian, but I think it's a wheat.
Oh yeah, I can see it's a wheat.
One something. Well,
yeah.
You know how crusty they are here, so I'm not even going to bother trying to.
Yeah, we'll get it cleaned up, see what date it is.
Hopefully it's an early one.
Definitely. Well, looks like we have more car parts.
I think it says Delco Remy.
Yeah.
Maybe a relay switch of some sort, or.
I think that's probably a voltage regulator, or a ignition ballast. I don't know.
Something.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, I think that's 70s, early. But hey, I don't know.
It's the theme here.
It's definitely different. Well, I had to laugh at this one. It was giving me a 12-13, and I dug down. You might remember I found the world's smallest lock a couple episodes ago in this yard. And look here. I've got a heart-shaped one, but it's just a front faceplate. So, didn't quite get the whole lock, but pretty cool. I have no doubt. I guess they had a use for small locks at this house. Chris has completed the mission today.
Oh yeah.
There you go. That's what I like to see.
A little flag pin.
I think that's fine in America for sure.
I want you to count each star and let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know how old it is. It does look pretty old, actually.
Yeah, it does have some age.
Well,
back.
Congratulations. You
Yes.
found America today.
I did.
Well, I'll tell you, there's nothing more I like to do than go low and slow in a row with that 6-inch coil. It's really paid off today. And I just moved up a little further along the road here, got a 15, and they've been pull tabs all day long, but I keep digging them because I think maybe it'll be a gold ring or something, or a gold coin. But this time it wasn't gold, but it was pretty neat. Had an iron back, kind of two-piece button, but look at the design on the front of that thing. That's kind of different. I don't think I've ever seen one like that. So, but now I have, and now I own it. Ooh, I tell you, my day for nickels. That's my kind of good day. This was a really iffy, I mean, just not a great signal. It was hitting 13, and then I think it was on edge, but it was about 8 inches down, all the way down there. And I popped it, and check it out. It's an oldie, that's for sure. Yeah, so I grabbed the camera. Man, I got another V-nickel. Another V-nickel. That's crazy. Oh yeah, this one's just wiping clean. I like it. Ah, man. Let me see if I can get a little rub so I can see what date it is. Oh yeah, 1800s. Yep. And I think it's going to be, well, 1890 something. You can probably see it in the screen better than I can. It's a small screen. Wow, how cool is that? Whew. That is awesome. I told Chris, I said, now that was a good get, because that was not, you know, the perfect signal. But you just got to dig everything. That is so cool. Very happy to have that. Well, it's just been amazing being able to put 6 episodes out from that one amazing yard. And here's one more look at everything that we found in this episode. Now, stay right there. With all the car parts we found, I just had to share some awesome historical images of America's love affair with the car and truck. And remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure. And I can't wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.